Glittering your numbers and letters. Here I have to use spray paint, glitter, Mod Podge, or white glue with water, some gold paint, and that should be it. I mean, of course, you need the numbers plain first. And in case I've never explained, these are foam board numbers, not full foam numbers. So don't spray paint those because sometimes foam will eat up. Foam will eat up. Spray paint will eat up foam. But either way, to get a good coat, you want to spray paint it first. When you use the foam board, usually you have to take the paper off to make the curved parts. So that's why you need the paint, because you cannot spray paint the parts where foam is exposed. It will eat up your foam. But yeah, so yeah, you can sprinkle the glitter on there, or you can mix it up and mix the Mod Podge and glue and stuff in there and paint the whole thing. It kind of keeps you from having to do that top coat. But for some reason, I feel like it kind of makes you use more glitter than necessary. I don't really know because I had such a big project to do. I had the four letters, yeah, and the one number to do. But yeah. Yep. But yeah, that's how it looks when I first did it, because I just sprinkled it on there. And then I think you could do it like that first and then do a top coat of you mixing up the Mod Podge and the glitter. It really doesn't matter which way you do it. It's going to get done. But I mean, for something big like that, I think I used 2 big things of glitter. Yeah, that was a lot of glitter. Yeah, that's the crazy thing that I think, yeah, me scraping into a box. I had a box to try and collect some of the runoff, even though I got dropped some of it on the floor. But some of the runoff was better than none. I mean, the house was still covered in glitter, but we're not going to talk about that. So yeah, I'm kind of a like to see the finished project kind of person first, so that's why I ended up glittering just the front and then putting the lights in, because I didn't want to have to deal with all that mess of, you know, the job. Before, when I added lights, I did it differently because I could pop the light bulb thing off of it, but I wasn't able to do that. So I ended up having to, what do you call that? Oh, I don't know why I keep getting sidetracked. I ended up having to just make these little slits. I poked a hole with the pen. Then I made these little slits with the cutter to try and pop the piece through. That way when it popped back, I would be able to cover up the little hole and it won't be so noticeable, which I'm going to show you here. You see, with the slits, I'm able to just push it through. I wouldn't recommend that if you're not glittering the number, because the glitter, I think, is what kind of keeps you from, from seeing the lines and things and issues. But honestly, I don't know. I'm just making up things as I go, as usual. But yeah, and I will put up where I got the lights from if you wanted to add lights too, but I'm really just discussing the glitter because people never say where they got their lights from. And these ones are teeny, but they work. Yeah, that's my messy hand. Anyway, so they lit up and everything, and I just had to verify that first. Yeah, now as you can see in the 50, you can kind of see the light coming through, but this was only my first coat of glitter. So I did a couple more coats. If you do thick enough coats, you won't need to worry about it. But that's why I recommend that you paint it first, because that's why you can't see the lights coming through. It's so glittery. It was so glittery. It was beautiful. I really usually don't normally like anything I make because I have issues. But yeah, this was just the first coat. Once I did a couple coats, then I was able to, be able to turn it on and not see that light shining through the side of the foam. But also, with certain numbers and things, you won't, like with the Luna, I didn't have to put so many lights lingering on the inside. If you could find a way to, I think, box the extra lights without putting it on the inside, or like if you could put it on the inside but put it in a thick box, the extra wires or the extra lights that are going to be inside because the string light is long, then you definitely don't have to paint. Like if you're trying to not spend so much money and you want to put lights on there, then you can do that too. You can just box the extra lights. Put a thick enough box around the extra lights, and you won't even see the lights coming through the inside because they'll be boxed up and they won't be shining light on the inside of the 50, inside of whatever you do. Also, if you're not adding lights, you really don't have to spray paint or paint. So that's something too. If you're not adding lights, you don't have to do any spray painting, and you really don't have to do any painting unless you absolutely just look at the flashing don't want to do multiple coats. Yeah, coats. No. Coats? What? If you don't want to do multiple coats of glitter, you definitely should just spray paint and paint it first. It makes it look thicker, and there's not a lot of problem. You don't have to worry about the white coming through. Yeah. So anyway, I talked a lot. You've seen a lot of these pictures, and I will catch you next time I find something else to do.